You know, the questions that we ask ourselves on a regular basis are very important. And today we live in a society of reality TV, and sometimes it seems like folks take reality TV into the reality of their own individual lives. One thing that I've come to notice in watching reality TV is that there are times when certain aspects of it seem to be staged or it's not real. And so then you hear the audiences of those shows asking, was that real or was it staged? And sometimes when we look at our own lives, at some point or another, you probably have asked, is this real? You know, is this thought process real? Is what I'm experiencing right now, is this real or am I dreaming? And is this concept that I'm believing in, is it really real? Is it really going to help me if I follow that particular mindset or thought process? And so what is real? And that's a good question to ask, because when we ask that question, it has a way of activating something, the intuition inside of us, to begin to at least be open to seeing the invisible. And in this journey of life, there takes a certain amount of ability to be able to believe in the invisible, so that we can see it manifest physically in this natural realm, in the real realm that we so-called live in currently. You know, once we ask the question, is something real? It's like life has a way of beginning to lead you to the answer to that particular question. If you're looking or researching the question, is this real? You may find yourself being led to a particular teacher that all of a sudden has the insight and the answer to the question that you're asking. Or you may begin a new spiritual practice. You know, you have a lot of people will join a particular religion, denomination, or belief or mindset, trying to find the reality of their life, how to unlock the mysteries of their existence. And then some people, you find they never ask the question, what's real? Am I on the path? Is this correct? Am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right decision or living according to the goal and vision that was set for my existence on this planet? Some people don't ask the question. You know, basically, when we don't ask the question of what is real, why am I here, what should I be doing, then we basically stop growing, when we don't even seek to find out the answers to our questions. So, but the bottom line is that we're all in some sort of reality training. What that reality is, most of us will not find it out until we actually go through the reality training. The length of time that the reality training takes for us to wake up to the real, so to speak, is our responsibility. And there are no external forces or judges or rewards that will interfere with our awakening. But the longer we postpone our reality or our awakening, the longer we delay our joy. And one thing I have come to learn is that once I begin to really seek out my reality, because I'm here to tell you there are a bunch of false realities and fake realities, and sometimes if we're not careful, we will be living a false reality and it's not our real reality, and as a result we're not experiencing that ultimate joy that we could be experiencing if we go through our own reality training. But in order to go through that reality training, so to speak, we have to be willing to surrender to self. Notice I didn't say surrender to people, them, those, they, and all of the above. Surrender to self. A lot of times we get trapped up in these other realities and we never get to the core of ourselves or to the real discovery of ourselves. And as a result, we never experience the blessings and the true benefits that are associated with the real us. So what is the purpose of reality training? The purpose of our reality training is to wake up something within us so that our outer harmony and our inner harmony are in sync. You know, sometimes you can be living a different way outwardly, but you're thinking something else inwardly and they're not matching up. Or you could be believing one way, but you demonstrated in a different way. And when people really find out the real you, they're shocked because all this time, the reality that you have been displaying has not been the real reality. And if we want to live the life that's alive and full of vivacity, then we have got to be on the search for our reality and surrender to our real reality, and then begin to walk and manifest that reality. And I'm gonna tell you, in this day and time, it's hard. It's a challenge to really walk and live in your reality, because many times the way we've been taught, the way we've been raised, the belief system that has been passed down to us, a lot of times it's contradicting what we're really feeling inside. It doesn't always match the harmony that we have internally. And so the main thing is that in order for us to begin to manifest it, we got to surrender to it. We got to be willing to embrace it and embrace it wholeheartedly, and to take a concentrated dose of our reality, or the real, so to speak, so that we can awaken to the beauty that's inside of us. So many times we see the beauty in other people that we're so captivated and fixated upon that person or them that we can't even see what we have to offer. What did God bless us with? You know, what can we use? Or what do we have that we can offer to bless others? So we want to surrender to it, take a concentrated dose of it, because I'm here to tell you, you got to fight against all the old mindsets, all the old patterns and behaviors and opinions, and so you've got to have a concentrated dose to break through all of that. And then once you surrender, you want to be gracious enough to receive the reality that you learned about yourself, or the reality that you really have, or the reality that's true about your life. You want to embrace it. You want to reveal it to others. And that's going to be challenging too, because sometimes when people are in that old mentality or that old reality, they don't always embrace the new reality. A lot of people like the old reality, but we want to receive it, reveal it, and then we want to radiate it. And that's the whole point, is so that people can see the transformation. They can admire the truth of your reality, because there are a lot of false realities and people are just worn out with this false image. Fake people, fake images, fake, representations that's really not the real person. And so when you meet someone who is living in their real truth, living in their reality, is so refreshing. And so I want to close with, whatever path that you end up arriving on in your reality, whatever realization that you end up coming to once you get to the destination of your reality, you got to remember that you're going to have to toss all those old maps away. You're going to just throw them away, because once you get in your new reality, that's it. You can't go back. They're no longer required, because from this point on, your journey is uncharted. And that's a big thing right there, being on a journey that's uncharted. I think in this hour, it is very important for us to begin to journey on some uncharted territory. I mean, we've been in a society now where it's just the same cycle, the same mindset, the same thought process, the same ideology, and nothing new is coming forth. You know why nothing new is really coming forth? Is because no one is willing to go and journey on that uncharted territory. Sometimes we get stuck in a reality that is no longer relevant, and there's a new reality waiting on us, but few are willing to go into that reality training to manifest it. And so that is what I want to just take a few moments out to share with you, What is your reality? Is it really your reality, or is it the reality that someone told you is your reality? And if you know that you're not living your true reality, what are you going to do about it? Because until you're able to bring that internal and external harmony in sync, it's like you're living a lie. And people can tell. Just like when we watch reality TV shows, people can tell. And when you're living that, it's like you're not growing, you're not manifesting the things that need to be manifested to be a blessing to the society, to the communities, and what have you. So I want to challenge you. Assess your life. Are you currently living your true reality? Or are you living the current television version of reality, where it seems like everything is staged and it's fake and they're just acting through these things? All right, think on that. Until the next time, have a great Saturday.